Hey everyone, Lensmanoz here and welcome back to Manufactio. So first things first, Frogman told me how to use the jetpack properly. So the idea is I can fly normally with the spacebar. Once you get up into the air, you can actually hold down the shift key and push the direction you want to go and you will glide, which is really cool. And it's fast too, it's really fast to glide around with it. Gives you kind of a elytra-like flight. I do need to do something with some sort of feather fall on my boots or that sort of thing, but for the moment it's definitely much better. Now, Pack's just done an update, and let me just switch screens here because Golrith's really good with his change logs when he does them. So he's gone and changed these things, put the power up a bit to be more in line with the assemblers. So Frogman's little dodge on the power usage is now gone. So they use more than they did before. These guys aren't running at the moment, but yeah, so it now uses more to make it the same as one of these sort of guys. There's more recipes for the workbenches. So if I go... Oh, every time I update the pack, every time. I don't know why. I don't believe Golrith sets it with the with it on, but whatever. Where is the recipes in here? So we now have apparently more recipes in here, which yeah seems to be interesting. You can see obviously our blueprints. Some interesting ones there, but I mean that's a one that doesn't happen, right? So 15. Nice. But yeah, we've got a few more things here to be able to do. The immersive engineering assembler is now unlocked when you go to what is it? Automation 4. So we can now get the assembler, which I think is I'm probably better off grabbing this book. Machine assembler, this guy here. So we can now build this, which is 3x3 crafting, auto crafting. But you do need to get automation 4. So that is this guy, and that will give you the advanced assembler and the IE assembler, and that'll auto craft any 3x3 crafting recipes, which is very cool. So thanks for that, Golrith. Nice little change for us all. Made an assembler recipe for the empty pistol magazine. So I did mention in the last one about the magazines for this guy. And that there wasn't an automated way of making this guy, I believe. Not showing in here. So I don't know. There we go. There's now an assembler magazine recipe to make this, whereas before you had to make this manually. So that's cool. Made some changes to some of the colors of fluid. Let me just zoom over the other side of the base, and you'll see almost straight away we've got purple in that line. So lubricant is now a purple color, which is very cool and very easy to see, whereas before it was more of a browny sort of color. Very easy to tell the difference between the multiple fluids now. And then I think it's creeper acid's the other one. It's a funky green color, which is really nice. But yeah, just a few little things. And diesel is a different color as well. I haven't looked at diesel. Okay, this one will be... That one is which? I zapped in here probably. Lubricants purpley colour. You diesel? Yeah, diesel's a very dark browny red. Plus a few other bits and pieces. Lots of quality of life stuff. Got rid of some of the disabled mods in the list, so it was just a bit tidier. Any of the immersive engineering loot that appears in chests is now usable instead of just being the quad X or 5Xs. So basically, you couldn't use it. I think it just shapeless crafts into ingots. We won't know until I go and check out my chests. One thing that you guys will not get is this. I found a nice little program that allows you to make mods. So I've made this one, and I'm trying to get it into onto Curse, so we can put it in the pack. Golrith made up the image for it, so the textures. So it's just a single spot chest. It's one spot in here. Redstone works on it. So it's the same as a basic bin, but the joy of it is that I can open it and I can take some out as needed, and not a problem. Whereas these ones, you can't remove anything from these. You can't left click, you can't right click, you won't get the items out. You have to pick it up, put it in your crafting inventory to remove the items. So this is something all of us creators were talking about, so I had a go at it. Program is called M Creator, and it's made by a company called Pylo. I've got to be very upfront and say that that's what I've used to make it, because I did not create it myself. It's very simple to use. This isn't an ad either. This is just me covering my backside, so to speak. Very simple to use. A lot of drag and drop coding. You don't need to know coding at all. I did watch, I don't know, a random video on YouTube on how to create a chest in the program, and came up with this. So again, it's very, very basic. I haven't gotten anything fancy on it. I may make some changes yet, but at the moment, this little single spot chest is what I called it. Yeah, it's working. It's good. It's so once we can get that into the pack, that'll be great. But yeah, again, thank you, Golrith, for making the texture. That mine was terrible. It was this flat white thing. I'm no good at art. Really, really bad. So coming up with something that works, fantastic. Very proud of myself. Right, this episode. First off, I'll make one of the uranium drill bits. I don't know why. I just want to make it. So 4 times speed. We're going to need this titanium gear. Got titanium around, so do I have a metal gear press? Maybe I do. I should be able to get some steel. Blocks of uranium. That shouldn't be too hard, because we should be able to just smelt uranium. Okay, and this here I got from... I threw some yellow cake into the crusher. It's a 2% drop. I got 1 out of a whole stack of yellow cake. It's the way to start, basically. I will need to somehow get into doing this at some point. I'll need 40 to go with it, though, so I'll need to process a fair bit of yellow cake at my technical level that I am now. But I want to make one of these guys, and I want to put it on the drill that's here, because if you remember last episode, I spoke about just claiming those challenge ones in this area, so this drill picks everything up. It's still got a bit of stuff to go. The diamond drill bits at 2 times speed. I could make titanium. That's probably fairly doable as well. That's 3 times, but the uranium is 4 times. So let's look at making that. Let's go. Got a gear mold somewhere. Do I have one in here? Otherwise I'll just make one. Yeah, there it is. I do have one. Alright, let's grab a couple of titanium plates. Oh damn, I can't put them back in. That's unfortunate. It's alright, it'll make some more. Yoink. Two of them, I should be able to go... Swap the plate one out. Throw them in. No? Hello? Metal press. You have power? Zap. Okay, just had to manually throw them in. And yes, my world is still lagging. Badly. But I put that down to my computer being crud. Alright, titanium gear. Let's get... What do I need? I need four blocks. I need 36 of these guys. In here, if I turn that on. Turn it on. Yep, here we go. Uranium ingots are coming out. Very nice. You can see how much titanium we got in here. I don't know whether this is going to start pulling other things in here, because this will only keep a certain amount. Oops. Keep 16 in here, so it'll run for a bit. Might be worth turning that off, but at the moment, it's all good. Should be able to do this. I'm going to use a lot more power. Oh, it's fun. And turn it off. Nice. 36. Okay. You'll do. Let's close that one off. Can I make? I don't know if there's another. 4 of them. I now need to make the uranium fuel cells. So let's start with this. You can have that guy and the blocks of uranium. And then I need to make this. So I need 19 uranium 238, 1 235, and 10 iron plates. These two may have some iron plates in here because I'm very, very short of iron plates. Or at least some iron would be nice. Alright. How many did I need? 10. Okay. Go get 10 iron plates. Door open, thank you. Now why does that one work? Why did I have to manually throw that? Anyway, it's fine. And I'll just use this guy because this is what this is for. One of them. 19 of the others. Okay. 10 iron plates. These work. Oh, it's doing something. And hopefully we should get 10 of those uranium fuel cell things. Excellent. So then we're going to go back over here. Throw them in here and hopefully make the uranium drill head. So 4 times zap. I was going to say 4 times the speed. Let's drop him in there. Oh, look at that. Boom, 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 boom. Nice. So we can look here and go, right, 794 coal, 84 redstone, 1400 copper, 2000 or 2200 tin, 1800 aluminium, and 160 copper. So we are getting down there. Nice. I'm going to have to charge that at some point. But yeah, that'll pump out double. You can see it's now putting out like 2 every. I gotta go. It's awesome. So yeah, when I claim things, I'll claim them in this chunk, and then the 4x drill head will be able to extract them nice and quick. That being said, this one's complete. This one's not. And this one's complete. So that was complete last time. I don't want to start anything new yet. I'm going to just turn that off. That one's already off. Cool. Energy cells and fuel tanks will come back here. I made a few more fuel tanks. These are full. And this is just set up as normal to accept fuel tanks in here. And I changed this side over here to have an input, and that should be set to extract. So if there is fuel tanks, they will get extracted and they will run back to that thing over there. Pretty sure this is set. I did have an issue where I put a full one in accidentally, but that's cool. Very nice. Alright, what else can we do in this episode? Firstly, I can change my screen back so I can actually see that I'm recording. It'd be very smart. I want to get this. Logistics 4 is now unlocked. It's 400 red, 400 green, 400 blue, and 400 yellow. I've got that. I have got that. Let me get rid of that. It can be sorted. Alright. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 7. Just makes it so that I don't have to go hunting around in my inventory. There you go. LO33. Logistics 4. LO33. Really? At LO3. No? Alright, we'll just do L0, I guess. Okay. L033. Logistics pipes. It's L024. Has it not unlocked? At. Okay. Oh, it's here. Just doesn't have the tag underneath it. Alright, so logistics pipes will allow us to have a basic sort of ME system, if that makes sense. It does take power in the pipes, and there's a few other bits of space. Been a while since I've used a logistics pipe setup. I certainly don't think it's been in 1.12 that I've used it. So this will be an interesting thing. We're going to require basic logistics pipes. So these are, which require unrouted pipes. So we're going to get quartz glass. Is that just quartz glass? Okay. So lubricant, titanium plates, quartz glass, or lubricant, steel gears, and item ducts. Quartz glass is made in a furnace. That's fine. Nether quartz, dust, and sand. We've got a bit of sand. Part of me wants to go this route, but I know I'm low on iron. Iron is something that I'm really struggling with. And I should probably set up more of these things to accept iron. Maybe even change these bigger drums down to smaller. But at the moment, iron is a big problem. Can I reach you, please? Oh, it's got some in there. It's just got no power again. Yay! No power. Anyway, just leave it. It's fine. I'll fix it later. I might run that conduit. Actually, let's fix it now. It's not ideal because we are connecting a redstone one to a hardened one. Maybe that'll make a difference. Yeah, we've got power. I've got to replace all of these yet. Because we've got like leadstone ones into... Which isn't a big issue because these are fine with power. Leadstone into normal hardened and then into the redstone ones. Alright, so that's running again. Hopefully we'll get some ingots. Oh, I should probably expand out the iron, but I need to expand out power. I'm struggling with power. And I don't know whether to just go and make a whole solar array somewhere. I don't think it's going to do me any good. Just getting a whole bunch of solars up in one spot. It's still decent passive, but it's only during the day and I don't have much in the way of batteries. I have done some work over the back here, just before we continue on. It's a mess. But, there's a hole in that tree. I've gone and got rid of as much of the dirt, the polluted earth as I can. It's exposed a lot of stone, but, and we've still got all this polluted water I need to clean up, but I've gone and cleaned up as much as I can. So hopefully that'll slow the pollution down a little, but there's still going to be mobs. Alright, well let's look at what we can do with this. Keep pushing the wrong button. So we're going to need ultimate control circuits for a start. We're going to need the unrouted pipes. This is what all of our pipes will be made of too, so we're going to need a lot of this. Like, a lot. So, using item ducts, that's something I don't have a lot of. So I think this is probably, much as it's going to use more lubricant, this is probably going to be the better setup because I've got titanium. Just going to need to make some quartz glass. Which is just, is there a better option for quartz glass? Golrith, you're killing me. Oh, sorry about that. Had a sneeze creep up on me. I can get quartz like this. I've got a lot of copper, so this isn't a big issue. It's going to cost a lot of power. But I can probably grab a couple of stacks of copper and throw them in and grab some nether quartz and then pulverize that into some dust. And my friends are coming to see me, are they? Yeah, they're coming to see me. Hey, buddy. Another one. Away from my stuff. Another one there. Oh boy. Oh, there's still one there. Take that. Don't interrupt my cart. Alright, so yeah, that's something we're going to need to do some work on. So I'm going to have to prepare a few things, and I'll probably be something I'm going to need to do between episodes now. But we're going to need request pipes for things that we'll be requesting them. We're going to need providers for a place where we need to put stuff. If you want to craft with something, you'll need the crafting ones. Yeah, it's been a long time since I've done this. So we've got there'll be a crafting table. Yeah, there you go there. So you can do 3x3 crafting with this guy at a cost, obviously. So that is gonna for tubes, high-speed curved tube. Okay, interesting. 4 of them make a high-speed. Oh, okay. So for long distances, you use these guys. Still the same cost. It's faster, I guess. So for the strip where I run from here all the way across, you'd use the high-speed stuff. All right. So that is something I'm gonna need to prepare in between. It's gonna take me a while to get all the bits and pieces that we require. I'm gonna take 5. This will cost a bit of power. That's what solars are for, right? Getting quartz. It's going somewhere. I don't know where. Probably go somewhere and get destroyed somehow. Or it'll be used in a process, or I don't know. I'll have to capture it somehow. Alrighty, let me just double check something. Okay, seeing as I had to pause in between. We are just a couple of minutes off the end of the episode, so let's see what else we can unlock, and then I'm going to need to do a lot more playing around to get what we need for logistics. And I may have to start small. It's not going to be something I'm going to be able to do straight off. You know what? Automation 4 is 150 red, green, blue, purple. See what we can do. Okay, that's automation 4. That'll give us the that IE assembler as well, so we can do crafting in that. So there may be a toss-up of how we do this, whether we use this guy to do some of it, or we push into the logistics. Oh, we got 2. We got assembler overlord and module masher. Okay, didn't realize I'd get 2 trophies at this time. Don't really use the beds, so it doesn't really matter. Cool. The immersive engineering crates now look like presents. It's Christmas time after all. Right. We've got a lot. This is going to cost a bit. Do this advanced monitoring. I don't have wireless redstone. Would be a great idea. Open. Blue. Oh. Take that. A little bit of blue. Cool. So that's advanced monitoring. Come on. In my inventory. So that's AO26. Which gives us the inventory checker and the wireless transmitter and receiver, which is going to require electrum and ender pearls, but it's not too bad. Electrum can be done in the alloy kiln and make a big mess. Or an electric furnace, make no mess. So we can just do gold and silver in one of our electric furnaces. Pretty sure... No, actually, I don't have any that have the multiple inputs. You might need to build one of these guys just for doing that. Because you can have inputs on this side too. Instead of just the one at the top. So, something to look into. You are doing okay. Still not catching up. Yeah. I'll get there. I think it's all getting straight into steel at the moment. Because I've got certain parts turned off, which is why these things aren't full. Sorry, this isn't full. Got some of the plates and stuff turned off. I will need to turn that back on at some point, but getting EMC would be a good start. I could just then EMC everything. Anyway, looks like iron is working. Again, let's pick them things up. They can go in here. Eventually get put away. And they just disappear. But for now, what was that? Aluminium, maybe? I don't know. I did also make a change over the back here. I've changed this to a... I don't know what hurt me there. Change this to a duct. It's not great, but I was having issues with things getting backstuffed. And then it was pushing most of it through to just this last one, and it wasn't doing anything. It's still doing that, still not quite giving us what we need. I don't have a full solution yet. This should be pulling out like 32 at a time, but it's not. It's pulling out like one. We do have a lot of things here to process through. The only ones that has filters, I think, at the moment is this one. Aluminium tin. Probably put... See, look, there's all this aluminium and tin in here. Probably put gold on it as well, and... maybe work it through that way. Yeah, it's pumping stuff out fairly good. Fairly well. Fairly good. Bad English for me. It's pumping things through fairly well. I just really want it to go a bit faster. And I think this guy is just super backstuffed. I think there is a ton of things in here. And I wish there was a way of seeing what's actually backlogged in it. But there's nothing, hardly anything going into this one. I don't know whether to just manually process some. Let's do that without falling in there and getting hurt. You. Oh. Okay, that's a few stacks. That'll keep the iron flowing. Not that I think our iron output is a problem. Copper's doing okay. Should be fine. Let me just remove them for it. I have that. Yeah, tin, aluminium. So once we get that new challenge one, these two I've got. So this one will give us iron, copper, gunpowder, diamond, which is good. And this one will give us iron, redstone, copper, diamond. So, and once I do this one, I can then set it up to do inserters, which would be cool. One other thing, really quickly, up in here, this one here is a tick, right? So it's normally science packs are created by a refining process with unusual ore located on the moon. This ore is not useful by itself, but with advanced research can unlock the secrets of dark matter. While an initially simple looking recipe, don't be deceived. Best place to find unusual ore and osmium is on the moon, but mining drills will not work up there. So just tick. Don't waste uranium. Okay, so that unlocks that one. And test your factory to the limit with these challenges. These provides creative items as rewards. Cool. Done. So they're completed, and like the challenge ones, 5,000 challenge research. Challenge research comes from what? Let's have a look. Challenge science packs. Okay, so that's all of them together. So we need to get up and do this guy to get the titanium aluminide or whatever it is. Uranium fuel cells and these other bits. So we're going to need all of that to be able to make this. So once we unlock a fair bit of other stuff, that's how we'll go, and then we'll be able to get creative items, which is cool. Very cool. Creative tanks and oh, that's nice. Batteries is something else we'll have to set up because that's going to be a bit. That gives us some copper and iron and diamonds. Good. Bayers. And light engineering. I can actually do the light engineering blocks. It's going to kill us a bit, but I've got them auto crafting now. So maybe the next one of these I do will be the light engineering blocks. Still has a long way to go. And this one is less because I had already handed some in. Anyway, for now, I'm past my wrapping up point. Apologies for that. Thank you all for watching. Please leave those comments down below. Hope my basic little mod isn't too simple for anyone. If you guys have suggestions for it, please let me know. I'm doing stuff within my power to get it to work, and I am going to try my best to get it up onto Curse so that it can be added to the pack officially. So again, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye now.